nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and we didn't go there, and... And that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past if we wanted to keep it going.
Security is going to be a very big factor with respect to space and space exploration. At some point in the future, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? The future of American space leadership, we're going to lead again. It's been a long time. It's over 25 years. Today, we're taking a crucial step to secure America's future in space by reviving the National Space Council after it has been dormant almost 25 years, if you can believe it. Today's announcement sends a clear signal to the world that we are restoring America's proud legacy of leadership in space. We're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? Vice President will serve as the council. Very strongly about it. I felt strongly about it for a long time. I used to say, before doing what I did, I used to say, what happened? Why aren't we moving forward? Today's announcement sends a clear signal to the world that we are restoring America's proud legacy of leadership in space. At some point in the future, we're going to look back and say, how did we do it without space? The Vice President will serve as the Council's chair. The privatization of certain aspects is going to play a very crucial role, don't you think? They are truly into it. I will say that's not easy because everybody wants to be on this board. People that you wouldn't have believed loved what we're doing so much. They want to be some of the most successful people in the world want to be on this board. The human soul yearns for discovery. By unlocking the mysteries of the universe, we unlock truths within ourselves. That's true. Our journey into space will not only make us stronger and more prosperous, but will unite us behind grand ambitions and bring us all closer together. Wouldn't that be nice? Can you believe that space is going to do that? I thought politics would do that. Well, we'll have to rely on space instead. Every launch into the skies is another step forward toward a future where our...
Listen, I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
The next question from Marcia Dunn at Associated Press.
Marcia Dunn, AP. What was going through your mind? How amazed were you to see your roadster up there with Starman just cruising along with the Blue Planet? And how long will we be getting live views, do you think, from the car?
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. And, you know, the colors all look kind of weird in space. There's no atmospheric occlusion. You know, like, everything looks too crisp. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, you know, is it space hardened or whatever, you know. So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space.
You've been working side by side with them for the last couple of months. Just walk us through real quick. What's just, you know, some of the stuff you're doing up there? Because it's a lot more than just flying and stuff like that. You're doing, you know, serious experiment work up there. Serious experiment work up there.
Oh, absolutely. The space station is just the most amazing world-class laboratory floating around doing science all day. Every square inch is dedicated to either pure science or the systems that are going to keep us and those science experiments cranking away and getting great results back to Earth to help humanity, to make humanity better, and to enable us to explore and go further into the universe.
That sounds incredible. I'm sure, I mean, besides all the science you have.
Yeah, besides all that science, well, a few things. First, did you notice the delay? Let's watch again as he tells a joke and watch how quickly these two podcasters respond.
We're getting an echo, so I don't want you to hear me twice. That's way too much. So the space station.
So it is nice to know that they've figured out that little delay problem from 250 miles away, since this was getting a little ridiculous.
Here we go. Hello, Commander Fisher and Commander Whitson and Colonel Fisher. It is an honor for all of us and those online to join you and all of your colleagues at NASA in the first ever live 4K stream from space. What is the ISS position in orbit right now? 11 seconds.
Well, we're just passing over Baja, California, and we're heading in an arc over North
Wow,
America.
so from 11 seconds to 0 seconds in like a year. NASA scientifically banging out the science. Gee, science. Great science. Now, you may have asked yourself, why the red nose? Most people would have guessed because I was equating him to a clown, and they would be mostly correct. However, there might be another reason for the red nose and the sporadic speech. Let's check out this video, and I put a link in the description. This is the exact video. It's not altered in any way. This is the ARISS Ham TV downlink, Jack Fisher K2FSH, Space Center Houston video output. So you can click the link in the description if you want to see this. Let's see if there's anything else that could be causing, I don't know, red nose and spastic behavior.
That's a great question. There's almost 300 that will be conducted over the 6-month mission.
Okay, let's see that again, because didn't he just, well, you can decide for yourself. What exactly is going on here? Let's watch again. All right, maybe we need to hear the sound again. Not sure. What is he doing?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was an important question myself, and I was just trying to think of what else could I be seeing here. And I've seen nasal sprays. They usually have like a trigger, like this, or they're obviously nasal spray bottles like this. But then I thought, wait a second, there's no germs on the ISS. They say people don't get sick there. They make sure that you're not sick when you go up. He'd been up there for quite a while, therefore there shouldn't be any germs up there. So why does he have allergies on the space station? Can't be allergies. And that stick looked kind of like, yeah, like a tutor. Now let's see what happened just less than a minute later. This is less than a minute after that little snort job.
Mission control, as well as designing the next generation of vehicles and equipment that we need in order to explore further. Over.
Hey, you want to get an 8-ball? It makes faking space a lot easier. All right, I'll get one.
And, well, we spend a lot of time taking pictures, playing with our food is nice, calling people on Earth and keeping in contact with our friends and family.
This answer takes on new meaning.
Well, we are doing everything we can to make life better on Earth, but with developing new drugs, finding ways to, you name it, we are trying. Everything we do here is either to make life better on the planet or to enable us to explore. Over.
Hello. We're going to be discussing this door mainly. Do you see this door? This door there. Oh, it bend. Did you see? Look, bend. He kick it with his heels. Bend. Bend. It's not a trick of the light. It bend. Bend. Ah, there they are coming out. And there is the door. Oh, they look like horrible maggots coming out of a not very delicious fruit. There is the door. This is a bend. It's a bending. Look. Oh, this is really, really bad bending. This is not metal. What is this? Why this door open out? All the pressure is inside. Shouldn't the door close out, not open out? Ah, look, it's closed now, it's secure. It look very strong. Oh, you know the astronaut is now thinking, move out of the way, they are rolling. You stupid. I have got to carry this box. And come through here. Move out of the way. I saw you talking with my girlfriend. Oh, look. It's a bouncy, 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 the door. Bouncy, bouncy. Ah, now they are outside. And look, do you see all these cables and things that could be destroyed by one little microscopic meteorite?
Son to save us. The least we can do is praise him.
Gotta get the guy, man. Check it out. I'm gonna show you how it really is. Yeah. God made land, God made trees, God made you, God made me. My God took a little bit of dirt, made man. Imagine where your life could go in his hand. You don't understand. Picture this. Thorns in his head, nails in his wrist. Stretch like this. Dying for us, extraordinary. And God I took. He died for me, I died for him. He died perfect, Lord, I've sinned. Take me in, set me free. Without you, I'm not me. We're not worthy of your grace, but you show it, Lord, so thanks. Satan mad cause we believe it. He don't like it when we scream it. I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? Either you saved or you not. I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? Either you saved or you not. I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? Either you saved or you not. I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? I got Jesus, what you got? Either you saved or you not. Or you not.
So many people walk around in their own little world, living for things that won't satisfy. And you won't feel satisfied until you find the one true God. If you don't look for the truth, how are you supposed to find it? I got him, what you got?
We have to introduce the concept of free fall. So let's use this model of the Earth. And let's enlist the help of a friend, Taxi. You might know her.
So what is significant about this video is, number one, it was live to school children. Number two, we have this stuffed animal that is transitioning in on another video channel. And the actor is able to reach up and grab this doll in real 3D space and manipulate this doll with their hands. And so the only way you're going to pull that off is with one technology. And that technology is virtual reality. Next segment, I'm going to show you how NASA grabs objects in 3D space, rotates them around, manipulates them. They can do this with water, with cloth, anything. And the cool thing about it is we can take what they're doing, what they're seeing with their contact virtual reality augmented lenses, and put that on a separate video layer live. So in this clip, they're talking live feed, and you know, we have a astronaut go by us in the background, obviously trying to give it a more realistic, spacey, station busy effect. The only problem is the camera that was supposed to mask this harness out, or the video feed, is not working. And so we see the guy come flying along in a harness on his wires. Pretty amazing. But that's not all that goes wrong here.
Okay, so you see to the right, this guy's flipping this hat. This hat's actually on another video channel in 3D space. It's virtual reality. They're wearing augmented contact lenses so that they can interact with these 3D objects. Now, in this scene, the guy on the left in the green shirt, he thinks he sees an object in 3D space that's being broadcast to him. So he grabs it and he puts it off to the side. He's looking straight ahead because he's looking at an object rotating in front of him, but the video channel is down that is supposed to show the viewers what we're supposed to see, and so we don't actually get to see the object that he is seeing. And I would just sum this up as a very terrible, bad, horrible day for NASA doing live feeds.
With the old experiment about the hammer and the feather. Well, in this case, our feather will be played here by this four of spades. And you may expect everything up here in microgravity to float, because most everything does float. However, sometimes something a little different happens. Sometimes you just might find a little pocket of gravity.
When I first heard about the flat Earth theory, obviously I've heard it before. Actually, my father, going back, when I was young, he told me that he was a member of the Flat Earth Society.
Your father told you that?
Yeah.
Was he joking around?
Kind of, but what he was doing it in a kind of satirical way, ironically. He was doing it because, he was saying people are too sure of themselves, and so I'm going to join the Flat Earth Society. He didn't believe the Earth was round. He didn't believe the Earth was round. He didn't believe the Earth was round.
So it's been around for quite a while, the Flat Earth Society.
The Flat Earth theory has been around. Obviously, thousands of years ago, people thought the Earth was round, and then slightly fewer thousand years ago, people figured out that it wasn't.
Obviously, thousands of years ago, people thought the Earth was round, and then slightly fewer thousand years ago, people figured out that it wasn't. Obviously, thousands of years ago, people thought the Earth was round, and then slightly fewer thousand years ago, people figured out that it wasn't.
It was figured out by the ancient Greeks, 3,000 years ago, that it wasn't. And by the
that it wasn't round.
That it wasn't flat. Sorry.
That it wasn't round. That it wasn't flat. Sorry.
That it wasn't round. That it wasn't flat. Sorry.
Oh, you fucked it up. You gave up the goose. You said thousands of years ago that people thought the Earth was round, and they realized it wasn't.
Yeah.
You just right now you gave them fuel.
That's a quote that's going to go on YouTube.
Fucked up.
My I am a shill.
I am a shill.
I am a shill.
Strike that one.
Yep.
From the last one.
Strike that one.
Yep. From the last one. Strike that one.
A slight misquote.
Yeah. So yeah, what happened was science basically figured out the shape of the universe, and in the 1800s, there was gentlemen scientists doing all kinds of cool things with stars, measuring the orbits and checking out how far away things were, and discovering that there were galaxies and things like that. There's all this science going on, but then there was this kind of
obviously, thousands of years ago, people thought the Earth was round, and then slightly fewer thousand years ago, people figured out that it wasn't.
Just faking everything that you have ever seen. And as for flying to the moon, well,